Welcome to the Royal Kingdom Challenge in The Sims 3. This is an introductory video into a challenge I've been playing for the past couple of months. And in this challenge, you play in a medieval world with different classes of Sims: royal, noble, merchant, peasant, and then a church/monastery household. So there is about 8 households that I'm playing right now, and I play each household for 3 days each, and none of the other households age because I have a cast set up so they don't do anything without my control when I play them. When I don't play them, actually. I've been playing this for about 7 rounds, so it's been 21 weeks in game time. The challenge was first created in The Sims 2 and has been translated to Sims 3. I play with a couple of different rules and stuff. There's rules for each of the classes, rules for when Sims die, how they die, and other things like that. The rules I use is the Royal Kingdom Challenge by Toda on the Sims forum, and I'll link in the description, and the Royal Kingdom Challenge Revised by Emily Judd on. One of the rules I play with is each of the classes gets taxed except for the nobles and the royals. The merchants pay the royals and the peasants pay the nobles, and the nobles, they pay the monastery. Each of the families owns a cemetery for all of their deceased relatives, and I added one for each of the households except for the monastery, because I'll just bury the nuns and priests at their home lot. So each family has their own graveyard, and I've added a couple other buildings to add more immersion to the game and fulfill wants from my Sims. So we'll look at each of the families very quickly. So we'll be playing each of these families pretty soon. So the first family we'll be starting with is the royal family, which I have opened right here. So this is our king, King Theo the First. Can't really see him, but he's pretty good looking. He's an adult right now. And then we have the beautiful Queen Eloise of Keep. That's their family name. And then we have Prince Cain. Let's load him up. There we go. So we have Prince Cain, the heir apparent, and he's got some pretty interesting traits. So he has like couch potato, heavy sleeper. He's got some interesting traits for the next king. So we'll see how that goes. And then we have Krista Bloom, and she's got an interesting story. I've just added her to this household to start the next round, because I figured that she has a little drama going on in her family. So we'll see that when we play this royal family. And then we have Sir Princeton of Keep and his twin brother, Sir Nixon. Both children about to age to teens. And then we have Prince Kylo, the youngest of the royal kids, and he's just a toddler. Brave and virtuoso. He has very good traits to start off with, other than his different than his brother. And then we have their cat, Hardamos of Keep, and he's got 2 kittens of his own, but they live in one of the other noble houses. So we'll see them a little bit later. So let's move to the next family. We're going to go to the of Napier household, and they are the kind of dukes of Castle Keep. So that's their title. And for the noble families, we'll add titles as their family expands if they earn the title. So we'll see how that plays out with the next generations. So right here, we have the head of the household, Duke Osper. I don't know what he's wearing, but I guess this is his work outfit. He's got an interesting story. He's got I think he has a bastard child. So we'll see how that goes. And he's got a bunch of other friends and stuff. And he's a businessman. He has some interesting traits. So let's move to his wife. His wife is Lady Isla, and she's kind of she wants to be a mixologist. And then right here, we have their daughter, Lady Daniela. She's very pretty. She's got some pretty okay traits. She's missing school right now, and we'll explore more of her character a little later. She's already got an arranged marriage to the heir apparent of the entire kingdom, Prince Cain. So we'll see how that plays out. Then we have Lady Griselda, and she's just a child, and basically she's just their child. Then we have Sir Legend, the toddler, and he is the heir to the dukedom. His brother, Sir Ryder, he's just a baby. I think he was just born in the last round, so he'll be aging up. Yeah, he'll be aging up in the next round. And then our other noble household is the Uphelmet Household. They have an interesting story. So this is Baron Jasper the First. So he's the Baron of the town. He's evil and childish. He's got some interesting traits. All of the traits were randomized for the beginning sims, so all the couples all their traits were randomized. But for the kids, their first two traits are randomized. When they turn to a child, they get their mother. You get to pick a trait from the mom, and then when they age to teens, they choose a trait from their father, and that follows. It kind of like causes inherited traits in the family. Like Sir Dean, he got the trait evil from his father. So that's kind of interesting to see how the traits go down to the children, grandchildren, etc. So this is Baron Jasper. His wife died during childbirth, which is very interesting. She died with ones I'm playing. I roll a number 1 to 10. Any number below 5, the mom dies. And I do the same as the child is born. I roll a number to see if the child dies. 1 to 10, 5 or below, the child dies. So this household lost Lady Alice, the mom of the household, and so she died like about 3 or 4 rotations ago. She was the second mother to die in the game, so this was kind of devastating for the family. And so right after she died, they hired one of the servants, Adria Klein, and she's just about to age into a young adult. And she has a child living in the household right now, Toby Klein. He was born into the game, and his father is actually Baron Jasper. So Adria and him kind of had an affair, and Baron Jasper has his son, Sir Dean, is the heir to the Baron title. Where is he? I think he might be down. Here he is. This is Baron Dean. This is Sir Dean. And his brother, Sir Adam. His eyes are closed. I liked how they got their mother's hair. Their mother had like this reddish tone of hair, which I really liked. And then the daughter, Lady Maria, Myra, I think it's pronounced. Myra, she's just a child. Oh, and she's gonna be aging up in the next rotation, so that's really good. And then they have one cat and 2 kittens. This cat had 2 kittens with Hardomos of Keep, so that's kind of how the 2 households are related. And they had Nugget and Snowshoe. Let's move to the next household. We're moving to the merchants. So let's go see the Murphy household to begin with. So they live in this small little townhouse right here. Let's zoom in on them. So right here, let's go to, her name is Bambi. I really like the name Bambi. She is the mother of the household. Let me see her. Where is she? Here she is. She's not zooming in. She has like this nice red hair, that did get carried on to all the daughters in the household, which I really like. She's mean-spirited, brave, athletic, dramatic, and childish. And she has the lifetime want to be an alchemy artisan, which is very interesting for the times. And I want her to kind of go down this darker road, and I want her to become a witch in the next couple rotations, because I think that'll be interesting to play that out if she gets exposed or found out by somebody. I think that'll be very interesting. And then this is the father. This is Wilbur Murphy, and he's just a pretty good dad. He's very good all around. He's a little bit grumpy though, but he works in the law enforcement career. And then they have their firstborn daughter, Ginger, and she's very cute. She's got some okay traits. She's very athletic. And then their second daughter was named Bella. Their third daughter is Arabella. Her eyes are closed. And then they finally had their son, Pablo. So I was getting worried for this household because they weren't having any boys to carry on the family name. So they had Pablo, and then they had Vaughn, just in the last rotation. So that kind of sums up this family. So this is the Masias household, and it's led by Samir Masias, and he's kind of got a sad story. So his wife, her name was Lindsay. She died in the first rotation. So Lindsay died during the first rotation. She died during childbirth, which she died during right when Kevin was born. Their son, she died, but he survived, which I think is really good to carry on the family name. But this was kind of sad because he never met his mother or anything. He grew up to be a very good sim. And his father, I just want to find a happy ending for him. He is in the business career, and he's the department head. And Kevin, he's arranged to marry one of the peasants, and he's got some pretty good traits going for him. And I think he's going to be carrying on the family name very well. Let's move to the peasant families. So, this is the Neal household. This is the first peasant family. And this is the head of the household, Ernesto. He is in the criminal career level 4. And he and his wife had many kids, but his wife Lizette died in the last round. During childbirth, they had twins together during the last round, Carmen and Bianca. Both Lizette and Bianca died during the birth. This is Ernesto. He's a good father. This is Maria. I think she'll be taking on more of a motherly role because she's nurturing and she feels that she needs to uphold her mother's honor. And they have a garden that Lizette used to take care of, and I think Maria will take on the responsibility for this. And then there's the next daughter born was Camilla, and she's going to be aging up in the next round. And I think she's also a green thumb, so I think she'll be really good at the garden also. This is Iva, and she's a twin with Hermes. He's all the way over here. I don't know what he's doing over here. I think he might be going to school. But this is Hermes. He's the heir to the Neal house, the House of Neal. So this is Hermes. He's pretty cute. And his twin sister, Iva. And then there's Satori, and he is the toddler. He was born about 2 rounds ago. He has the red hair, just like, well, all of them have red hair because Ernesto has kind of like the ginger hair, and Lizette had like this reddish color that Maria and Camilla have. And then there's Carmen, the youngest daughter, who was born in the last round. Let's go to the next peasant household. So this is the Owens household. So this is Reed Owens right here, and he's a very good father. He's family oriented, gatherer, and he's in the cooking career right now. He's very good at it. He's level 7. I think he loves his family. And I think he just wants the best for his family. In the last round, his wife died. His wife's name was Violet Owens, and she's the one who had an affair with Duke Oscar, and they had a daughter, Leah, but she died during childbirth. So both Violet and Leah died during the birth of Leah. So yeah, Violet died last rotation with Leah, daughter of Oscar, not Reed. So I think this could have caused drama, but since she died, I think it's all done. But Reed and Violet really hated each other. At one point, they got divorced without me knowing. Just by a bad relationship, they just got divorced. But they ended up having 6 children. Harmony, Florence, Jane, Octavia, Namar, and William. So this is Harmony. She's a teen right now. She's very pretty. She looks a lot like her mother. She's got some pretty good traits. She's very good at painting. Like Maria, she's going to be taking on more of a motherly role as she just aged up. And they've got a small little house. Their house is very, very small. Only 2 stories. The bedroom for the kids are just like small little strips. Very small bedrooms. And the second daughter is Florence. She has brown hair. She's kind of cute. She's pretty cute. She's aging up to a teen in the next round. So yeah. This is Jane Owens. She loves the outdoors and she's a virtuoso. She's a toddler right now. So yeah, not too much with her. I think she's arranged to marry one of the merchants, so that's very good for the family's name. This is Octavia. She was the only kid to get the blonde hair from Reed, which I think is very good. She's got natural cook and charismatic for her traits. Very good traits. This is Namor. He is the heir to the Owens household. He's got some pretty good traits. Aging up in the next round. And I think Octavia and Namar are twins. And then their younger brother is William. And he was born 2 rounds ago to the family, and now he's a toddler. So we'll see how he turns out. So let's move to the monastery house. The lad house. He is the monastery sim. He's in the monastery career. Like the priest career that I added is a custom career I just added for this particular challenge. He lives in this huge monastery lot that came with the town, which I think is very well done. And he just lives here by himself. I was thinking of recruiting a couple of the Sims from this next generation to enter his household as children and grow up under his tutelage. So I think that's something that we could add in the next couple of rounds. Some of the children being sent here to the monastery household to be raised by Sir Feasel. And he's got a couple of kids of his own. So he wants to be a heartbreaker, be the boyfriend of 10 Sims. He's got some very interesting traits for a priest. And he's an adult right now. He's got a couple romantic relationships with some Sims. And he actually was with Lady Alice and had 2 children. Sir Adam, he was in the Uphelmet house. And he had Lady Myra. Lady Alice died during the birth of Lady Myra. So I don't think Baron Jasper knows that Lady Myra and Sir Adam are his children. So we'll have to explore that a little later on. So I kind of want to reveal that secret as kind of blackmail against Sir Feasel in the next couple of rounds. I think that'll be very good. And he just lives in this house. He doesn't have very much to do. He's just a single sim. So that's why I want to add more Sims to his household. Okay, let's go back to the royal house. I'm playing. So we're starting the Let's Play with Season 1, Episode 1 with the royal household of Keep. And we'll be exploring their stories and seeing all the age ups in this household. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe See you later. The Sims Vault out.